Welcome to a new edition of 2-Year-Olds in Training for the Harness Edge. I'm Harold Howe. I'm here with Patrick Shepard at Emerald Isle Training Center near Flamborough Downs, and we're talking 2-year-olds. Patrick, you've got an very interesting group of 9 2-year-olds owned by Tom Hill.
Yep.
And you got 20 head in total here at the training center this
20,
winter.
22 in head right now, yeah.
All right, let's talk some 2-year-olds. Start off with Turbo Hill. Now, this is an American Ideal, Tom Hill homebred, third foal of the dam.
Yep. He's a nice colt. He was a little hot-headed when we first got him here, and he was a different colt. Like you really had to take your time with him, but now we got him where we want him. He's pretty relaxed in the training miles and stuff now, and he paces right along with all the rest. So he's a pretty nice colt. He's on the smaller side, but he's growing every day, and we kind of backed him off a little bit lately, and every one of them has been growing and developing really good.
And on St. Patrick's Day, Patrick, where are we with your 2-year-olds overall?
We've been right around the 30 range, 2-tripping them now and stuff like that, but a couple of colts been 27 and stuff like that, but we're backing off and taking our time. We're not rushing any of them.
Okay, training with him was Gunslinger Hill. Now, this is a interesting colt. They're all interesting. $70,000 yearling purchase out of Harrisburg from Deo Valente Farm and Louis Willinger. It's a Bettor's Delight. People would certainly know this family. It's the Worldly Beauty family.
Yep.
This would be a grandson. She only made $2 million.
Yep.
So at $70,000, what do you think?
He was worth every bit of that, I think. Tom called me and said he's on his way, and we kind of looked him up and really liked him. He's got a great personality, that colt, and he loves to train and loves his job a lot. But he's been really good, and he's right there with the turbo, and he's training. It's hard to pick any of them out right now because they're all training really good right now.
Okay. Let's go to the next set. Bobby K. Hill, one of 2 Some Beach Somewheres we're looking at. This is another Tom Hill homebred, first colt out of Sarandon Blue Chip, sorry. And people remember her. She won a couple $100,000.
Yep. He's a nice colt. He's a big growthy colt though. He's a really big colt. He's laid back pretty good, and he's right there with them all too. He's a big grinder, that colt, and he's growing every day and getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I said that Tom and them were here for the O'Briens. I said I hope he doesn't get too much bigger. So, but yeah, no, he's a nice colt too. They're all really nice. Well, they all look nice right now until they start going the speed, but he's put together nice, that colt.
His counterpart out there is Heartbeat Hill.
Yep.
And this is another beach out of Pretty Catherine. Now, she won $500,000, and this is a homebred. This is the second one out of that mare. What do you think?
He's my favorite out of them all. He's that colt. He come here. He didn't look the part at all. I showed Tom him, and Tom was here like 3 days after I got him from Hunterton Farms. He needed some weight. He seemed like a colt that was shoved away from the food trough with the rest, but I think that he's come a long way, that colt, and he's developed really well, and he's getting bigger, and out of them all, I think he's got the most speed of them all.
Right. Okay. Final set, another interesting one to me, a trotting filly, Betty's Choice Hill. Now, this is a Cantab Hall, and she was bred by Diamond Creek, who sold her as a weanling in the Harrisburg sale. Tom bought her for $22,000. I guess what's he doing buying weanlings to begin with? And what's Diamond Creek doing selling weanlings?
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Tom, he wanted to trot in filly. He had Caprice Hill, and them. She's a really nice trotting filly. He said that he wanted a trotting filly. He told Tony Alanya, and they picked it out as a weanling in Harrisburg, and they bought it. And that's it's a big step. I have hard enough time trying to buy yearlings, let alone weanlings. Yeah. But this filly is very nice. Never has a bad day.
Now, she's a half sister to a pretty good filly last year that Ron Burke had called Temple Ruins, who made 237,000. So there is some license there, and I mean, in mid-March, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, she, like I said, she never has a bad day, that filly, and you know, she's really everything we ask her to do from day one. She was like exceptional, and you know, I told Tom, you know, she's a special filly, and she is bred really, really good, and I think, you know, Tom does a lot of his own home, like breeding on his own and stuff like that, and you know, I think that's mostly why they bought her, and you know, she's turning out all right.
With her there was a pacing filly today, Lucky Lady Hill. This is an American Ideal, Tom bred. Not one of his great success stories, the mother, Beyonce Blue Chip. Give 140 for her as a yearling. She made 60, so, you know, she's got a ways to go yet. Does the daughter look like might be able to help bail her out?
Well, out of the fillies, she is out of the fillies that we have for Tom. She is the best one. She's small, but Beyonce was really small too, a compact horse. But yeah, you know, I mean, she's the only thing that's gonna kill this filly is her size, and I mean, she does everything else really good. You know, she trained great today, and she's been training good, and you know, we're just gonna take our time with her, and hopefully we can get her there for him.
Good stuff. Well, good luck in the weeks ahead. Thanks very much, Patrick, and see you in the winner's circle.
All right, thanks.
Harold Howe with Patrick Shepard, 2-year-olds in training.